calling upon spiritual strength. During this time more than ever, there is critical importance in making the daily effort to preserve our sacred hearts, to remain open by feeling, experiencing, and exchanging loving feelings. This means that in all things that we decide for ourselves, in every moment, that we do not ever forget what love and compassion feels like when flowing through our heart. This heart-based quality is a distinctly angelic human quality. It is our sacred crystal heart that defines what it truly means to be a spiritualized and eternal human being. To become aware so that when we face adversity, that we are not disconnecting any part of our body from the forces of love, from giving, receiving, and exchanging love, compassion, and empathy for life. We must keep our mind and thoughts focused upon those higher qualities of love and appreciation that we experience in our daily lives, and identify that which we can share to circulate more unconditional love and kindness with other people. During this turbulent phase, we must recognize that many of the controlling dark forces are desperate, and that any traumatic experience or fear program they have an opportunity to exploit, they will manipulate those events with the purpose to intentionally corrupt, betray, and break the human heart. The means by which they scheme to corrupt the human heart is by attempting to intimidate and force people to unknowingly walk into traps where their personal consent is being manipulated and their intent usurped. To intentionally confuse by deceiving, gaslighting, and manipulating people to play out betrayal and abandonment fears that further trigger victim-victimizer archetypes that can be hijacked by dark spiritual attachments. What many of us are being told on the surface by the mainstream media is not accurate or real. Where underneath are the complex deceptions designed to manipulate the masses into making unconscious agreements, to be in consent with a harmful system that is inverted, dead energy, or feeding into the anti-human agendas. We must remember, the darkness is before the dawn, knowing we can clear away the darkness from us by building the power of our inner light through our spiritual practice. We cannot succumb to the feelings of powerlessness that are intentionally created to take advantage of our innocent heart or purity. We cannot succumb to the temptations pushing on us in daily interactions, the lack of ethics, nastiness, greed, or taking advantage of our fellow human as our brother or sister. The harshness in the world can harden hearts, can weaken lesser souls, and can make the average person bitter and resentful. Our job is to stay spiritually strong, to stay on course, and to stay in alignment to the ethics of the spirits of Christ. No matter what scheme, no matter what manipulation or game is being played against us by another human or alien force, we must stay strong and not bargain our ethics. If you feel you are being held hostage by some tentacle in the material world structure, you must stay strong and not bargain your ethics. This is a test of the spiritual emergency broadcast system. When we feel overwhelmed in such harsh circumstances, when we see others we care for getting carried away by the pounding crash of the energetic tsunami in the world of forces, it is normal to sense feelings of powerlessness. When we feel powerless in certain difficult situations, we may have challenges with hopelessness and disbelief. Our faith in ourselves is tested to the maximum, and our true spiritual purpose is brought into questioning. Where our spirit is true and pure, this allows us to be in the flow with life. Where we must assert ourselves to be true to our heart, on the other hand, this becomes a potential spiritual crisis. Where is the line between being true to our heart and living authentically, harmlessly, and exerting our personal power to take control over situations through our own actions and impulses? What boundaries do we need to place in order to keep ourselves sane when other people may be trying to exert great force against us? Recent difficult situations have come with gravity and finality. The deep gravity of life-altering changes, and the internal changes being made inside our body while our relationships with other people change or end. If we can stay awake and aware in this dark night of the soul phase, we can see it more clearly in order to call it out and cast it away. We can cast away our burdens to open new ways and new opportunities that are coming in during this next stage of bifurcation in the ascension cycle. These current alignments are digging deep into the fields of chaos in order to birth the new, resurrected from the dark ashes of this debris in lower matter, to be transformed into better alignment with the new timelines that hold the potential of our highest expression. The shadow and death energy that exist in our past timelines in the lower matter fields, the dark matter templates, are being incinerated during this cycle. For some of us, it means liberation in some area of our life. For others that refuse to adapt and be flexible to great changes, it may mean descending into madness. If we can work with these pressurized forces without resisting, it will burn away the shadow elements and take out the garbage. If we fight against the changes, it can burn us up quite badly in the process. Take great care to find the inner sanctum, stillness, and communicate every day with your inner spirit. For more support in building spiritual toolkits to help survive the ascension process, please review the free ES website, Crystal Aegis.